Yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's the one and the only, the triple, the G.O.D. Like to welcome you guys back to another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. And yo, WWE No Mercy. Yeah, I know I'm a little bit late on the 1-2 on this, but you know, I still got to get this work in. So, you know, it's going to be a lot of catch-up work during the week. So just bear with your boy, you know what I'm saying? I got you, but I got to handle this business. But I will say, before we get into this, is Raw and SmackDown both have been very interesting places, and we'll talk about the state of SmackDown when we talk about Hell in a Cell. But right now with No Mercy, there's a lot going on in this card, and we're just going to go through the card, you know, and I'll try to explain where we are, where things at, where things might go. Well, like I always do, so how about that? If y'all ready to get busy, I'm going to get busy. Let's get busy. Busy, busy, busy. It is a pay-per-view. Of course, I didn't watch the pre-show because I don't ever do that. Very rarely. Only one time in the history of me reviewing wrestling for this channel that I've watched the pre-show on purpose. Because I wanted to see the people in the match on purpose. This was not one of those times. Elias Sampson beat a Carl Cruz. Who cares? And I'm not saying it because who cares. It's just that they ain't been nothing to do nothing with Apollo Crews. Titus O'Neil had some heat when he was doing Power Otozawa, but that was quick flash in the pan stuff, and that's in and out of here, and it is what it is. And every time Elias Sampson is on TV, I either change the channel or fast forward it if I'm watching it when I pre-taped it, because no one cares that you sing with a guitar, you fake Jeff Jarrett throwback NWO wannabe. No one cares. I said that. It's on wax now. The end. The pay-per-view. The pay-per-view. Now, we got past the pre-show that I don't watch. The pay-per-view. The Miz versus Jason Jordan. This whole Jason Jordan thing that just been all over the place. I'm like, they've done something decent with the story that they trying to tell here, but I'm not one of the one convinced. I'm like, we'll get to talking about Chad Gable and my boy Shelton Benjamin when we get to Hell in a Cell, because I'll have to talk about the tag team division over there and stuff. But this Jason Jordan stuff been all over the place. And even with a hot effort, the Miz won again because of the misdirage. You knew that was going to happen. My thing is that Jason Jordan, you just been in some matches where he done lost to John Cena, he done lost to Roman Reigns. What made you think they was going to book him to whoop the Miz for the championship? See, the thing that's going to happen, and I'm just going to be real, Jason Jordan ain't going to win the title on a pay-per-view. He'll either win it randomly on a Raw or he won't win it at all. That's it, that's all. I'm like I said, I'm cool with what they trying to do with Jason Jordan. I'm like, the Miz, always the Miz, the Mr. Rock, congratulations on your baby or whatever. But it is what it is. Jason Jordan, you know what I'm saying? As much as they trying to strap a rocket to this dude, it's like, I'm not really sure, like, if they strapped the rocket to him, did somebody like the damn rocket? I'm not sure. But I have a feeling that this won't be the last time Jason Jordan and The Miz run into each other before The Miz got to go do something or whatever, and he'll drop the title to Jason Jordan if in the time that Jason Jordan is still in this orbit when that time has to come. And that's that. Finn Balor defeated Bray Wyatt on another pay-per-view. Why are they still fighting? Why are they still in each other's orbit? Why are they still beefing? Why is this a thing? That's all I can really say. Like, the match was cool, but why is this a thing? It's like, I can sit up here and talk about the match, but there's no reason to do that because I have to analyze what's going on. Here's what's going on. Why are these two still in each other's orbit? Like, okay. You're not finna get Finn in the title picture, in any title picture. And Bray Wyatt, he had his 5 seconds, and he's never getting there another title again, because that's just how that booking is going to work, unless it is subject to change, as everything is whenever Vince feels like doing something. So until that point comes, Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt will probably just keep fighting each other forever, because, you know, they ain't got nothing for neither one of them to do right now. And there you have it. Dean and Seth beat Cesaro and Sheamus, but my God, that was probably the best match of the night. I'm like, Cesaro then busted his grill. Seth got powerbombed on top of Dean. I'm just like, the spots in this match was nuts. They went out there and they tore it down. It's like, but the thing I have to ask is, how long are Dean and Seth gonna be tag team champions before they beefing again? What you gonna do with We Are the Bar? What are you going to do with that when you have a tag team division where you have the Revival that don't get used, and you got Sex Ferguson and Chad Too Bad who just be randomly out there, but they ain't gonna be tag team champions no more. And what's the rest of the tag team division on Raw? Wait, I don't know. Or if I do, it's so far in the back of my head that in a review stature, it doesn't even matter. How about that? The Hardy Boys. Yeah, that's a thing in 2017 on WWE programming. Oh, Jesus Christ. Look, the tag team division on Raw is a mess. I would have thought by now the Revival would be your champions. It's what I believed. It's what I wanted as a fan. And they just like, no, we're going to put the championships on Dean and Seth for no reason. Well, there was reason, legitimate build-up, but I can ignore all that and just say no reason because there was no reason for it. In my head, there's no justification for this booking decision. None at all. So there. Okay? That's it. The tag team division is a mess. And as long as Dean and Seth the champions, it's going to stay a mess because I don't know how many more times you can book Cesaro and Sheamus versus Dean and Seth and people would still want to watch. I'm not saying that they can't go out and go put on gangster match after gangster match after gangster match. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, how much more can you book this without burying the rest of the tag team division to retell this story over and over again? I'm like, it's like the thing is, here's the honest truth. The tag team division done been a mess since the Hardy Boys won the title back at WrestleMania. It's been crazy. It's like, we're going to get to some of that fallout in a couple of matches from now. A little bit of that. But most of it has just been weird. And it's like, again, like I said, my boys, the Revival, was supposed to put in this work. That was the thing that was supposed to happen, and it didn't. So, I don't know. I'm not sitting up here like saying I'm too dismissed for watching the tag team match, especially one of this caliber, where they went out there, killed each other, and it was off the meat rackazoni. Shout out to my big brother B Mac. It's what it is. They went out there and killed it, but the tag team division, they need to get some kind of focus about what they want to do with Dean and Seth, at least in the near future. Thinking Miss Bliss won, and I don't know why. I watched the whole match, and I am still trying to, as someone who analyzes this, the way that I analyze it, I'm trying to understand the booking decision here. Because, see, it was already crazy when Emma and Boo Nia Jax got added to the match, and then Bayley just appears out of nowhere. Well, I'm in this match too. Why? We don't know. And it's like, okay. I'm like, it was supposed to be Sasha Bay, and she was supposed to be Thinking Miss Bliss, and she would be the 5-time Raw Women's Champion because, Charlotte or something. But you get my point. I'm like, the thing is, the way they booked it is the way you book a champion like Alexa, where her just escaping jump off some randomly dumbly dude. I really walked into this match and really thought it was Nia's time. But see, here's what I have slowly come to grips with. When it comes to this women's division, hold on, let me get some water. That's good water. As I was saying, when it comes to the women's division, and Nia Jax's role in it, it's like, if you put the title on her, you gonna have a very unbelievable time making it look like one of these women could actually beat her for the title. That is like, it didn't come to me until recently of having this magical little, boom explosion in my head about this thing that I watch on television of it's this simple. If they put the title on Nia, you have to then find a story believable way, which more likely would be another 30 women battle royal or some nonsense, so you can sit up and believably beat her the title, because Nia ain't finna lose one-on-one to none of these chicks. It's just, you can't book it that well. You could book it that way if you wanted to, but booking it for booking its sake, or booking it to be believable in a believable sake within a storyline, are two very different things. And that is how I have come to my ultimate decision. Nia Jax, I love to watch her, but it's going to be a long time, if ever at all, she get the title around her. Because again, you're going to have to find a believable way. And here's the honest truth. Your only believable way is on SmackDown. So yeah. Your only believable way to get the title off Nia Jax, she's going to SmackDown. I think her name is Asuka, undefeated NXT Women's Champion for 510 days. So they had to sit up and legitimately get the title off her because she was injured, so that she could go over to SmackDown and dominate SmackDown forever. And ever and ever and ever. And I am going to love it. But see, like I said, they can never put the title on Nia without having a believable way to get off her. They'd have to treat her like Brock, for real. Like, you would have to put Nia in insane situations for her to lose the title without getting pinned. And then some gobbledygook happening in the rematch for the run back for you to do something, some heel tactic or something, because that's booking wrestling. So, yeah, there you have it. I'm like, my thing was, I'm going to be for real talk. I was tuned out this match while they were building up to it when they just added Bayley to it, and I was just like, if I did video, you would see me like rolling my eyes right now. Just like, huh? Because that's what it was. I'm just like, huh? Really? You don't say. Whatever, Holmes. I don't write this. You do. I just watch it and then analyze it for my own fun and needs or whatever, and I just be like, whatever. And it is what it is. Hold on, internet. Drink. Roman beat John. And I'm still like, that makes sense. You might be wondering why I'm quoting Street Fighter 3 Third Strike for. It's simple. It was no way John is finna go on this extended break to go film Transformers, Robots in Disguise, and he was gonna win over Roman Reigns. It's simple. They gonna build up Roman Reigns however the hell they want to, no matter what. It's simple. It's just gonna be that. Roman Reigns gonna get booked as Roman Reigns gonna get booked. So, let's review. In the span of less than 300, well, WrestleMania was in April, May, June, July, August, September. In the span of 5 months, Roman Reigns to beat The Undertaker and John Cena clean. Think about that for a second. Just consider that for a second. Roman Reigns has beat The Undertaker and John Cena clean in the span of 5 months. Span of 5 months. Roman Reigns beats Undertaker, John Cena, both of them clean. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Shout out to Alice from Bloody Roar. Anywho, the match was off the meter. Like, for real. Like, they took it to each other. Double AAs off the top rope, spears, Superman punches, the usual thing you see. But this is the way it was going to end no matter what. That simple. It was going to end this way no matter what. Simply because Transformers Devastation was pretty cool. You should go play that. I'm like, it isn't like Treasure, Bayonetta 1, you know what I'm saying? Or some guy hand, but yo, game pretty good. Game pretty good. Like, you should go play Transformers Devastation. Make sure to buy that DLC, because one day that license gonna run off of Activision, and that game ain't going, and that DLC gonna be gone. Ninja Turtle, just let you know. But anyway, this was what was fated, no matter what. Is that at some point, A was gonna run into B, and given that John Cena finna take an extended break, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That damn simple. It gets no simpler than that, and if I try to explain it to you, it will make your head spin around like the damn Exorcist. But just know this. The match was decent. This is how it was going to end. As someone who watches wrestling, I accept that this was some weird final passing of the torch. If it wasn't enough for your pretend fake real uncle to get out there a couple years ago and try to crown you while they booed you when you won the Royal Rumble, and how many times you done headlined WrestleMania since then, this was inevitable. At this point, I would say something about Rusev and the No Limit Don't Limit Records tank or something. I don't know, but I'm not. But I just did, but I'm not. This is what's fated. I sit up here and think about sometimes, I'm just going to get on this tangent and we're going to get back to the business, is how I done watched wrestling over the years and how that torch has been weirdly passed on, and it's just that time. It is just that time. Any day now, it's going to be the same thing for your boy Randy Orton too. Because, they done had their time, and it's like it's time to pass that torch on to the people that they going to build up next. And it's like they want Roman Reigns to be that centerpiece. You know what I'm saying? They want Roman Reigns to be that centerpiece for the WWE. And it's going to be that no matter what the fans may yay or boo about. It is what it is. So that. Oh, boy. Let's see. I didn't think they would actually do it. Like, for real. Like, I didn't really think for real that they would put the Cruiserweight Championship on Enzo, but they did. I always thought, and I've said this in a couple of my previous joints, that Enzo a money maker no matter what. But now that I think about it, in hindsight, this also kind of sort of makes sense. Right? Listen to your boy for a sec, right? Like, people watch the Cruiserweights on Raw because it's a part of Raw, but I don't think the majority of those people watch 205 Live. Enzo, they built up enough fan base by saying he is certified G and a bona fide stud. And it is what it is. Weirdly enough, at the end of the day, Enzo got the better half of the split between him and Big Ass. For real. Real talk. He got injured in a match because they was wrestling every week because they couldn't find no proper storyline way for Enzo to move on. But, when Cass get injured, we got to do something with him. Throw him in the Cruiserweight division. Enzo will now get more eyes on 205 Live, and I really think that's the reason for him having the title. I don't really think he gonna be champion long, but I think it's gonna be a while before Neville actually puts on the belt again, even though he is a 2-time champion. You see what they did with Tozawa, right? You know what I'm saying? Let him win it on Raw, then he lost it right back on that Sunday at the pay-per-view. So it is what it is. It's like, the thing now that they've introduced is that Enzo is willing to win with heel tactics. And it's like, I don't know really, because I really don't think it's like a tweener type of thing where, you know, we faces but we do heel stuff. It's just like Enzo just being Enzo, because over the years that line that blurs between heel and face and what they do and how and why is so blurred at this point because of the internet wrestling community, how wrestling works now, and all that old jumbled gobbledygook, what makes no sense and would take forever for me to explain if it is what it is. This is just a test to see if Enzo being the Cruiserweight champion will get more eyes on the Cruiserweight division and more eyes on 205 Live. Because it's always going to be the same narrative. We trying to get you to watch the WWE Network beginning, middle, and end. And if this is a way they can get you to watch the WWE Network, because you could only see him defend his title more over there on 205 Live than you will on Raw every week. So there you go. Look at that, solving problems. The match was great up until, you know, Neville missed that Phoenix Splash, got kicked in the balls and lost the title, because Neville was dominating. I just had a feeling. I was watching that match and the psychology of it as it was going, and I had a feeling Enzo was going to win. I didn't think he was going to win it, but then the more and more Neville was just drilling him, they building up. He going to make a mistake, a shift in momentum, perfect ring storytelling. Put the belt on Enzo. I'm interested to see what he does with the belt and how him having the title, because I don't want to say that Enzo having the title is going to elevate the title in any way, shape, or form. No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is what Enzo can do with the belt. Because I don't really think, for real, honestly, and I'm going to say that, and no disrespect to Enzo Amore in any way, but the character that you are on television representing the WWE isn't the type of character who's going to elevate a title because he has it. You are going to get more eyes on the title, but the prestige and the title of what it is isn't going to change because it's on your waist. It's that simple. More eyes, yes. Elevating the title to something that it is not, I don't think so. Prove me wrong now. I'll leave myself open for that. Oh, and in other news, Brock beat Braun, and I am still like, huh? Because, see, here's the honest thing about that match. It was well booked, well orchestrated, the whole thing a great match, lots of ebb and flow. But I really thought, given that John Cena lost early in the night, I really thought this was going to be one of those pay-per-views where we passing torches and titles, and big titles are getting passed over and all this sort of stuff. That's what I thought. Braun Strowman, for a minute, though, I thought he was, because I didn't think he was going to Goldberg Brock. No. I didn't think that was going to happen. No, I didn't think that was going to happen. But I felt that there was going to be some shift in momentum that would Brock like taking a break and going to go, you know, milk cows or whatever Brock does, F5 on a cow or whatever. I want to do, he like DDT sheep on his spare time or something. I don't know, look. Here's the thing is, real rap though. I've said this before, and it's like, this kind of proves my theory on that. They're not going to put the title on Braun Strowman. I'm like, when you sit up here and think about it for more than half a second, do you really want Braun Strowman representing your company as the champion? And I'm not saying that with anything to do with that man's personal life or anything like that, because he has said some things on the internet that I didn't heard of, but one has nothing to do with the other. Is that you can have Brock show up whenever he wants because you've established that that's his character. I come through, I'm the champion to elevate the title, make the title worth something, and then some fool beats me. Are they really sitting up here building up to Roman to beat him again? I feel that's kind of, you know, one note. Also kind of stupid booking decision, but I don't write this stuff. I just think it's just a bad idea. I'm like, we could go into what I think the Universal Championship should be and who it should be on. Yes, it's Finn Balor, honestly, because I thought when he came back, they was finna just shoot him up and beeline him to the title. But we talked about him earlier. He didn't beat Bray Wyatt 2 pay-per-views in a row, and it's like, okay. It's like you got Roman Reigns and you figure he next up because he whooped John Cena, but I don't understand how whooping John Cena when he's on the way to make a new Transformer, it elevates you directly to be the next person in line, unless you're finna have Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman beefing again, and then why I love people getting run over with ambulances and ambulances getting turned over and violence with ambulances in general, period. I don't want to see that. I'm like, I've seen enough of that. So, you gotta sit up here, and I don't know, at this point, what you do with Braun Strowman. That's the magical question mark. Brock gonna go home, and Brock gonna do what Brock do. You gonna have Roman Reigns, and I know that because they talked about doing the baby, he gonna be on Miz TV. I have no idea what that honestly, legitimately means for anything, anyone, or anybody. But negate everything, regardless of all that. What are you gonna do with Braun Strowman? What can you do? What should you do? Why should you do it? Because at this point, you sat up here, and I don't want to sit up here and say you fed Braun Strowman to Brock, because that's not what happened. But Braun Strowman is a less believable challenger now. Because it's like Braun Strowman had lost matches. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing. But to dominate that match and then for Brock Lesnar to get a couple pieces of offense and you get held to F5 and you lose? Like, what you gonna do? You gonna have Braun Strowman start from the bottom again, wrestling 10 cruiserweights at the same time or something? No, you're not. Figuring out what's the next move, booking wise, for who needs to be in that orbit for the Universal Championship. That's what you have to do the numbers on, and that's what you have to figure out. And I'm just sitting up here thinking, like, you have to make anybody who go up against Brock a legit threat. And Braun Strowman was that. And it's like, if they wanted to cash in on everything that Braun Strowman did in this build to this match, they should have put the belt on. They gave all that build for Brock to get the better of him, but then that says something else about Brock's character. That, yeah, when we sitting up here in the ring and we talking and we shooting at each other and doing all that, that's one thing. When it's game time, I'm going to get you. And that's what he did. So, the Universal title, the whole picture in general is going to be a mess for a minute. That's just what it's going to be, and that's just what it is. And I got Raw to watch. And then the build up for SmackDown to go to Hell in a Cell, because Hell in a Cell, from what I know, has a lot better match card so far for what they building than what Raw had to offer, even with Roman Reigns versus John Cena, which you knew how that was going to end anyway, and even with Brock and Braun on it, and with a great damn match for the tag team championships and everything else being alright, okay. It is what it is. But yo, that's gonna wrap this up for me. I'd like to thank y'all for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. Like I said at the beginning of this, I got work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to put in some work because, like I said, I've been dealing with stuff all weekend. Ain't been able to sit down. So, just to be expecting a lot more of these sporadically as I get my stuff caught up. And I'm going to try to get things as they get done, as they need to get done. So, how about that? So, I'm going to go ahead and let me get up out of here, man. Yo, you know who it is. The one in the alley, the triple, the G.O.D. And I'd like to thank you for joining me for another installment of Triple the Guy Speaks On. With that being said, I'll house you guys next time, man. Peace out.